today? Good? Great. Come on, we get more energy than that. How's everyone feeling today? Great. Good. So we've got a small group today so we can get into it. Some guys are a bit late because they're traveling down from far places. Now, first things first, how's everyone's trading going? So who here is a new trader, completely new to the market? Quite a bit. And who here is trading already, maybe not doing so well, struggling slightly? Okay, not an issue. Okay, so today we're going to get into quite a few things. From technical analysis, everybody heard of technical analysis, fundamental analysis, psychology behind trading, and a lot more. Now, I know some of you may have questions. If you do have any questions, please write them down, and we'll be sure to answer them at the end. Now, before I start, let me tell you a bit about myself. So my name is Mark. I'm one of the directors of Regional Life Consultancy. And before I started trading, I was actually working for a marketing company. I was doing quite well. And one of my friends that worked in the city, Canary Wharf to be exact, was talking to me about this trading thing. Now, at first I thought to myself, okay, let me see what this is about. Now, of course, we all procrastinate sometimes. So it took me about a month to get around to it. Went up to the office, saw these guys make around £20,000 in around 5 to 10 minutes. And as you can imagine, they had my attention. So I started sitting down with the guys, simply following their strategy, doing exactly what they were doing, and I found myself making similar results. Then I started developing on the strategy, doing my own thing, developing on what I've been taught. Then that's when friends, family started coming to me, and they obviously wanted to find out more about what I'm doing. So they started sitting down with me. They found themselves making similar results. One of them is actually doing okay from trading now. And that was the birth of Vision Life Consultancy. Now, the most commonly asked questions that I get asked is, what is Forex and how does it work? Now, Forex is actually the largest financial market in the world, with over 5.3 trillion circulated on the market each and every day. Guys, want to make sure that you're writing notes as well. Now, Forex is simply the exchange of currencies, right? So it's simply the exchange of currencies. Now, the market is actually open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So some of you in this room may consider yourself busy, but that's not to worry because, again, the market is open 24 hours a day. So you can trade in the European session, which is in the morning. You can trade in the New York session, which is in the afternoon. You can trade in the Japanese session, which is around 10 p.m. at night. And if you're a night owl like me, you can even trade at 2 a.m. Now, I wouldn't recommend that if you have work the next day, but again, you can make profit in each and every one of these times. Now, the good thing about trading is you can actually trade anywhere in the world. So, I know you said you traveled from France, right? You're from France, so he can actually trade from France. Who else is here is from overseas? Anyone? So everyone's based here. Okay, perfect. So even, what country? Mongolia. Mongolia. So you can even trade in Mongolia as well. All you need is an internet connection and a device to actually access the internet itself. Now, the way the market works is you have something called currency quotes, right? So you will never find a currency actually traded on its own. So you're always going to find a currency paired with another currency. So in this example, we have Euro USD, which is actually one of the most commonly traded, most commonly traded currency pairs. Now, Darshina at the back there is actually doing quite well on this pair. She's actually been killing it. So if anyone needs any tips about this pair in particular, please go to her at the end, and she'll give you some tips and pointers. The first currency in the actual currency quota is called a base. So the euro, this is obviously the euro. And the second currency, the dollar, is called the quote. Now, the way we actually make money is by anticipating which way the market's going to go up. So, for example, if we buy, we're hoping that the market increases in value. And if we sell, we hope the market depreciates in value. Now, we could say that's common sense, right? So, in the Forex market, you always want to pair a strong currency against a weak currency. So, for example, if we know that the pound is not doing so well at the moment, we want to pair that with a currency that is doing well at the moment. So, for example, US dollar. So then we would sell the pound against the US dollar. Now, before I get into things in a bit more detail, I wanted to write down these three things. Because these three things is essentially going to make or break you as a trader, right? So I can guarantee you, those of you who have traded before, put your hands up again. Okay, so if you aren't doing so well at the moment, I can almost guarantee it's going to be one of these things that is essentially holding you back. Now, number one is discipline, right? So some of us, we feel like we know what we're doing, but yet we still don't follow the system or strategy that we've been taught, right? Lack of discipline. The second one is strategy. Some of us don't know what we're doing. So who in here is trading a demo account? Right? So what happens with demo traders is they will trade these demo accounts. They could be up thousands and thousands of pounds. They could be down thousands and thousands of pounds. But yet they don't know what's going on. So even if they are doing well, how will they know? Because they lack the strategy. Then last but not least, we have risk management. Now, we're going to get into this in a bit more detail later on, because this is actually I believe is one of the most important aspects of trading. Now, just by a raise of hands, how many of you would say that you would be struggling with the discipline side of things of trading? So no one's here struggling with discipline, right?
Well, I haven't studied it.
Okay. Now, how many of you are struggling with the strategy side of things? Okay. Be honest, the guys don't need to be shy. It's a small group today. We can be intimate. And how many of you are struggling with the risk management side of things? Come on, let's go.
That is one massive area.
Yeah, exactly. It's a massive area in trading. We're going to get into all of these in a bit more detail later on. But for now, let me explain more about how we actually make money in the market, right? So we have something called a pip. Who here has heard of a pip? Right? Okay, well, I was about to say, how many of you actually know what it is, but it's up there already, so yeah. So what this means is pricing point or price in percentage. And it's simply a measurement of price change in the market. So for example, the way we work it out is by counting from the fourth decimal place in price and simply taking this away from the next price level. Now, not to worry, we're in 2017, fortunately, so we do have let's say advanced tools that we can use on our platforms so we can measure it automatically. Now, so for example, the market here has gone up 2 pips, right? Can everyone agree with that? It's gone up 2 pips. Yeah? So if we're doing £10 a pip, this means we'll be up £20. Now if we're doing £1 a pip, this means we'll be up £2. If we're doing £5 a pip, we'll be up £10. Now, how much we're up depends based on our stake sizes. So I know everybody in here is going to have different financial situations. We're all going to start from different trading accounts. So what you want to focus on is the pips and not the profit. Why do I say that? So for example, what's your name? Julian. What's your name?
Jared.
Jared. Okay, so let's say Jerry is doing £10 a pip and he can only cash 2 pips. Jerry is doing £1 a pip, but he can catch 100 pips. Who's going to be more profitable in the long run? Jerry, right? Exactly. So that's why we say in trading, we want to focus on the pips. Because even, let's say we're all in the community, if we're all talking profits, how are we actually going to know who's doing best? For example, you could be doing £10 a pip, you could say, hey Jeremy, I made £20. Then he could say, oh, I made £20 as well, but he could have bought 20 pips, whereas you could have bought 2. So that's why one thing I'll say that you guys should write down is focus on the pips and not the profit. If you focus on pips, profit will come. Is that clear to everybody? Makes sense? Good, good, good. If I'm going too fast, please let me know, because I'm a fast talker. Please let me know. Okay, perfect. I'll just give you a second to take, you guys, you can take pictures as well, just so you can have it from memory. I'll give you guys a second to do that. Now we've got 3 types of traders in the market, guys, right? 3 types of trader. We've got the day trader. How many of you in here would consider yourself day traders?
I work.
Okay. So who here even knows what day trading is? Right? Okay, cool. So day trading, the clue's in the name, guys. This is someone that takes profit before the daily close. So for example, let's say they're in a trade in the morning, they'll usually want to exit before the morning close. So for example, European session. Let's say a day trader is up at 6 a.m. Now, if you're working, this can be quite a pain, but let's say you are up at 6 a.m. This trader probably wants to get out of the market before 9 a.m., maybe 10 a.m. Now, obviously, as you can imagine, this style of trading can be quite stressful because you have to deal with highly liquid market conditions, right, to actually make a profit. Now, let's move on to a swing trader. How many of you in here would consider yourself busy? I would say I'm a busy person. I haven't really got time to look at the charts 24/7, etc. How many of you would consider yourself busy? Okay. So this style of trading could be more suited to you, right? So this style of trading is you hold your positions for 1 day, 2 days, weeks, or even months. So a swing trader is someone that holds their positions over a longer period of time. Now, why does a swing trader do this? They don't just do this because they're busy. They do this because they want to make a larger amount of money than they usually would if they were day trading. So it's usually investor type individuals that like to let their profit accumulate over a longer period of time, whereas a day trader only wants to make profit for the day. Now, last but not least, is a scalping method of trading. Now, how many of you have heard of scalping? He's smiling inside it. You must be, you know about this? Yes, me. So how many of you have heard of scalping? No? Who else has heard of scalping? Okay, so the reason why he's having it.
Is that trading with the news?
No, I'm going to get to that in a moment. Now, the reason why he's laughing, I saw that smile straight away. That means he's been burnt while doing this, right? No. Oh, you're right. Okay, perfect. So this style of trading is actually, I would say, is slightly more riskier than the first two. Now, a scalper is someone that usually, so this is what a scalper would do. They usually have positions within minutes and seconds, right? Now, the problem with scalping is you're under quite a lot of pressure. So if you're working full time, chances are you're not going to be able to scalp quite a lot. So scalping is you hold your position for a few seconds, but the thing is you're doing a larger stake size, and that's why you make more money. So for example, let's say you're a scalper, you're probably doing around £10 a pip, £20 a pip. You're looking to catch, let's say, 10 pips in a minute. And if you're doing £10 a pip and you're catching 10 pips, can anyone tell me how much I'm going to make? £100, right? So this style of trader wants to make their money fast. They don't even want to wait half a day. That's why he's laughing. They want to make their money quick. That's what a scalper is. Now, the problem with scalping is you're dealing with highly rapidly changing market conditions, right? So because you're out of the market so fast, you have to compete with algorithms, you have to compete with computers, and you have to compete with the professionals, the guys that do this purely professionally, right? Now, the thing about scalping, like I said, you have to do a larger stake size, so if it goes against you, you can wipe out your whole account. Not only that, it's a lot of stress. So you can find yourself developing a few grey hairs after a week of scalping because it's really stressful. That's why he's laughing. But on the contrary, what we want to do, we don't want to say, I'm a day trader, I'm a swing trader, I'm a scalper. You don't want to segregate yourself in terms of those categories. If you're wise enough, you would combine the three. And that's what we do, right? So when I started, what I found is a lot of people had this sort of arrogancy about what they were. I'm a day trader. Oh, I'm a scalper, I'm a swing trader. And they all thought they were better than each other. But really, I was sitting there and saying, well, you can use each and every one of these depending on the market condition and your actual situation at the time. So for example, let's say life gets really busy, right? You know, life gets really busy, I'm getting knocked with loads of work, I'm traveling quite a bit. Common sense will tell you, well, I'm not going to be able to day trade because I'm going to be out quite a lot. Why don't I go to swing trading? Why don't I put on a good trade and let it run for a longer period of time? And again, let's say you've got a bit of spare time and you see great market opportunities. And let's say right now, as you all know, some of the traders in here, you know there's a lot of fundamental news happening at the moment with Brexit and Forex and loads of other things. You can say, okay, I'm going to get into some day trades, right? And then the scalping side of things is a bit tricky. We actually use a specific strategy that we use when actually scalping to enter the market, enter and exit, which I'm going to get into a bit later on. Also, I've got to mention, with swing trading, because you're holding your position for a long period of time, you have to look at more larger macro data. So you have to start looking at fundamental news in a long-term point of view. So for example, let's say the pound is predicted to weaken. So we've got a lot of things happening around the pound. We want to say to ourselves, well, if they're saying there's a prediction that the pound's going to crash, you still don't want to hold your position past those periods. Now, I'm not going to get into fundamentals right now, but those are just a brief explanation about each trader. Now, based on my explanation, which one of you would say, I'm a day trader. I prefer day trading based on what I've explained. One person. How many of you would say swing trading is more suited to you? Okay. And how many of you say you prefer the scalp method of trading? Okay, not to worry, it's perfect. Now, like I said, okay, now how many of you would like to combine the three? Yeah. Perfect, of course, you would.